China already has the world's largest armed forces, over 2 million strong. But it's a new breed of super-fast missiles designed to evade American nuclear defenses that has the Pentagon deeply concerned.
What we saw was a very significant event of a test of a hypersonic weapon system, and it is very concerning.
Speaking to Bloomberg, General Mark Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, sounding the alarm.
I don't know if it's quite a Sputnik moment, but I think it's very close to that. And it has all of our attention.
It's the most significant public acknowledgement by a senior U.S. official that China conducted 2 tests of a hypersonic missile system this summer. Tests which were first reported by the Financial Times. The fear now that one day they may be capable of carrying a nuclear payload. Supersonic jets and missiles have been in use for decades, able to break the speed of sound. Hypersonic is a whole different league, at least 5 times faster, traveling around 4,000 miles per hour at a minimum, making a hypersonic missile quick and agile enough to evade existing U.S. defense systems. China has only acknowledged one test, saying it was linked to the nation's space program. But President Xi Jinping, according to China's official news agency, called for the Chinese military to break new ground and said China's capabilities have been enhanced by leapfrog development in equipment and weapons. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has been cautious talking about China's growing military capabilities.
What I can tell you is that we watch closely China's development of armament and advanced capabilities and systems that will only increase tensions in the region.
Alarm bells here in Germany as book talks at 2 university campuses were canceled this week, allegedly due to pressure from China. The online events were to mark the publication of a new biography, Xi Jinping, the most powerful man in the world, co-authored by 2 German journalists. But the publisher told local media that the talks were abruptly called off after Chinese interference, including from the consulate in Düsseldorf. The book talks in Hanover and Duisburg were initially sponsored by Chinese centers known as Confucius Institutes, which are affiliated with the German campuses. Both university administrations say they were not involved in the planning of the events, but are concerned about the cancellations. In a statement, the University of Duisburg-Essen said, quote, "The administration is particularly disturbed that official pressure was apparently used to stop this event. We cannot understand this decision, and it cannot be allowed to happen again." We're joined now by one of the authors of the book, Adrian Geiges, who joins us from Hamburg. Welcome to the program. Now, you were meant to be at both of these book events, but they were canceled. Can you tell us what happened?
So a few days before the event, we got contacted by the Confucius Institutes, and they said, "Oh, we are very sorry, we would like to do it." And we announced it, of course, but we got an order from Beijing not to do it. And I asked why. I mean, this is a book about China, which tells it from all sides. It's not a China bashing book. And they said, yeah, the problem is, according to their Chinese counterparts, it is a book about Xi Jinping, and they don't want this person to be touched and discussed, and that's why they hadn't been allowed to do it.
But originally they were on board to do the event, and then they said they got a call or some kind of contact from Beijing that said, please cancel this event.
Exactly. So they had been very sorry, and they said we got this pressure. They even that they got the pressure not directly from their counterparts at the Chinese universities. You know, it's always a cooperation, German university and Chinese university. In fact, their counterparts in the Chinese universities had agreed as well to these events, but they got pressure from the top not to do it, and they said their counterparts, they are even frightened, and even after they explained, now this is very harmful for the Confucius Institute in Germany. They said, we don't care. This is too dangerous.